So the flag came into our possession by way of my uncle Butch, who was in the Army in World War II, and he never married, never had children, and so it came into the possession of my mother, who was his sister, Rachel. And I remember as a child, she would, every once in a while, we had a lot of artifacts in our household, a lot of antiques from our family, and a lot of artifacts of all sorts, and we had an appreciation of history. And even as a child, my mother would show me various arrowheads that her father had acquired along the way, or other artifacts from our family history, or just along the way. And this flag was something that she kept put away, but she felt it was important for us to understand and see what it was. And she told us what she knew of it, which wasn't very much, but she showed us that there were bloodstains on the flag, and that had come from a soldier in the war, and that my uncle had fought in that war, and that he had brought this flag home. And when I was a little older, I saw that there were a couple of local newspaper articles that had come out at the time. About how he had brought this flag home, and that everybody considered that a heroic thing, that he had fought in this battle, and that he had brought home this prize. And my mother never gave me that impression. She just gave me the facts as she knew them, and kind of left it for the rest of us to figure out. And it was never something that, like I said, she kept it put away. She wanted us to know that it was there, and she wanted us to understand as much as we could about it. And we just really never knew what to do with it. And so it was many years later that we learned about the OBON Society, and learned that there in fact was something appropriate to do with it. So it still took us a while to act on that, but my mother passed away about a year ago, and that was really the reminder to have closure on some things, and that was one of the things that we wanted to make sure we took care of. And we're just so grateful that you exist, and that you were able to do it. And we were so really surprised that because you had told us, that it can take years to do the research on these flags and to try to see if there are any family members left. So we were really very surprised and very pleased to learn that you were very quickly able to identify where it came from, and were able to find some family members very shortly after, because, it's been so many years. It was not anything that we would have expected.